Hello everyone, this is Satvik back again with a new video, and in this video we'll discuss about Wi-Fi pen testing tools. So without getting any delay, let's get into the video. So guys, this has been a lot most frequently asked question on internet. So how to do Wi-Fi hacking? So in this series we'll cover about Wi-Fi pen testing. So Wi-Fi pen testing is a process where we try to uh, get into a Wi-Fi network and try to find out some vulnerabilities. So this is simple, guys. So this is like a legal thing. Okay, so sometimes the companies hire us to test their Wi-Fi networks. Okay, so in this series we will discuss all about those things. So before getting into that, before getting into this stuff, so if you are new to my channel, make sure to check out new videos as well as the old videos as well. And if you really like them, make sure you like this, make sure you like it and do share with your friends so that my content could reach more people. And guys, so before diving into the Wi-Fi pen testing frameworks, we need to discuss about some cool topics so that we can dive back into the important stuff. So this video is going to be like introductory and also the tools that this process is going to require. So the first and the foremost thing is we need to have a Wi-Fi adapter. So why do we need a Wi-Fi adapter? So Wi-Fi adapter is used in order to do some various injections, packet injections and stuff. So let me tell you, so all our Wi-Fi adapters, there are two modes in a Wi-Fi adapter. So Wi-Fi adapter is nothing but a device that helps us to connect to that Wi-Fi network. Okay, so there are two things like managed and monitor. So most of the times, so the managed mode is where all our Wi-Fi adapters will be in default. So managed means it only sends the packet that are associated to us and it only receives the packets that are associated to us. So it is like going in and going out. It doesn't care about what the other devices are sending or what the other devices in the network are doing. Okay, so it is going to send the packets that are related to it and it is going to receive the packets that are related to it. Is that fine? So managed mode is nothing but that. But since we are hackers and we can do much with this managed mode, and you can find out something like monitor mode. So monitor mode is literally cool that it can not only send the packets that are associated to us, or it can not only receive the packets that are associated to us, but it can send the packets that the adapter is capable of. So for every adapter, so suppose if you take something like a Wi-Fi adapter, so every adapter has a range. So every wireless device has a range. So in the monitor mode, suppose if you bought a Wi-Fi adapter with a monitor mode, so it is going to do all these kinds of stuff like sending the packets. Okay, it's like doing some malicious stuff or receiving the packets within that particular range. Okay, I'm not saying it is going to capture everything in the internet. No, it is going to capture and analyze or do modifications and stuff only in the range of the adapter. Okay, so I hope you got some clear, guys. And in order to do this, as I told, all our devices, Wi-Fi adapters, or we call it as network interface cards, will be in by default will be in managed mode. So to be frank, you can do anything. Okay, because you can do stuff. So if you are directly booting Kali into your machine, and if suppose let's think that your Wi-Fi adapter supports what you call these kinds of monitor mode, then you can do it. So let me show you. My device Wi-Fi interface card supports it. So I'll go to the performance over here. So in order to open the task manager, I had hit Control Shift Escape. Okay, so if I roll down here and in the Wi-Fi, you can see something like Intel Wireless AC 9560 16 megahertz. So this is the Wi-Fi adapter name. Okay, that is associated to my device, and according to my testing, my device supports the monitor mode. But in order to do that, I need to have a complete boot of like a bare boot on my machine. Okay, but that is not possible all the time because it is a problematic, right? Who boots directly Kali into your machine? it could be problematic because of some drivers and stuff. Even their website doesn't allow us to, or doesn't recommend us to do those kinds of stuff or dual boot or anything like that. So it is the best way to have a Wi-Fi adapter, okay, which supports these kinds of thing. Okay, so in this video we'll discuss about those things. Okay, so I'll provide you the link for a website, guys, in the description below. So this website or this blog provides some information regarding what is the best Wi-Fi adapters and what are the best Wi-Fi adapters processor. So guys, the one important thing is Wi-Fi adapter is a device, okay, or you can call it a device which is also going to have a processor. Okay, so every device, in order to work, they need to have a particular processor. So if there is a processor, it is going to execute the stuff and it's going to work fine. So the Wi-Fi chipsets that support packet injection, or you can also call it as monitor mode, are only few of them. You can see Atheros AR927 chipset, Ralink RT3070, Ralink R. There are many more things like this. Okay, if you can see here. So I'll recommend you some of them, guys, if you are new, based on my experience and on my friend's experience. So we'll get back. So as I told, the best one is Atheros AR9271 chipset. So this has been one of the best. Okay, and I don't know whether all these things work or not. Most of them work. Okay, and you can find out, suppose I'm going to recommend only few of the Wi-Fi adapters, but let's think you got an adapter, and if you want to test whether it is working or not, make sure to follow the below process, guys. Okay, the guy had mentioned it clearly to test whether the thing works fine or not. Okay, so the best one in my choice is Alpha. So I'm going to provide these links, or you can simply type out the names. Okay, you can get it down. So this is the one I'm having, guys. So if you can see in the webcam, this is the one I'm having, and I have been using this since a long time. Like it's been like roughly 2 years, I think so, since I bought this, and this works fine. And the only problem with this is it only works on a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi adapter range, Wi-Fi range, sorry. So, and unless it works absolutely fine, it can do various stuff. It can also have master mode, which we will discuss in the later videos. Okay, so this is one of the best. So if you are willing to learn a lot of things, then this is the one I could recommend you, guys. But if you are willing to do some 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, like dual band Wi-Fi pen testing stuff, so it is not recommendable. But to be frank, whenever you have a Wi-Fi, it is going to support both dual band and single band, okay, like 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. So in case if there is no 2.4 gigahertz of a particular Wi-Fi, then this is not going to work. Okay, so this is one thing, guys, and there are many more Alpha adapters out there, but do check out. I think this one also works, but make sure you check out some videos. I can't recommend these things, guys, because to be frank, I haven't used them. I can't recommend the things that I haven't used. Okay, so it is best to check out their blogs of any owners or stuff, but still you can consider, if you are willing to buy something like a flagship Wi-Fi adapter, do consider this Alpha stuff. And the one I use is this thing. I'll provide you this link. Okay, so Alpha AW036 NHA. So this is the best thing, and this comes with Atheros AR9271 chipset. So if you can see, this is the one. And even though if you are buying anything, make sure you can find out, make sure to check out only these these processors, okay, these Wi-Fi processors. So this is the one. And if you are looking for something budget, so there is something called Lexosys Leo HD 150 and 150 megabits Wi-Fi adapter. So I had worked on this, guys, for some time. My friend used to have it, and even this works fine. So if you are if you feel like Alpha card is little bit costlier, like it costs like 6,000 rupees or around 100 USD, I think so. So, and if you want something in budget, so this Lexosys works fine. So I had used this thing. I think even this supports a single band Wi-Fi, but still make use of it. Okay, so this works fine. I had worked on this, guys, and this works absolutely fine. So if you want to test this thing out, you can do test that out. And as I told you, while you are choosing a card, while you are choosing a Wi-Fi adapter, make sure to choose only these things of them. Okay, I'm going to provide the blog for this in the description below. And also guys, one mistake that all the buyers do is, so they choose something like this, which is called as TP-Link. Okay, this TP-Link nano USB Wi-Fi dongle. To be frank, don't buy this thing. Okay, so the TP-Link is used to had Atheros AR927 chipset in the version 1. Okay, and right now it is in the version 4, and this doesn't come with that particular chip, and this doesn't even support what you call packet injection or things like that. Okay, so there are some if you still have this thing, there are some ways, but I can't recommend that thing guys, because you can see many questions over here. No V1, only V1 is supported for the Kali Linux, and rest doesn't support. So don't buy this thing. Okay, like don't waste your money buying this thing. Even though you buy it, there are some people who mention how to make this thing working, but still it is not recommended because it is a complex process. So if you want to have something like freely or something that works fine absolutely, then go with Lexosys or whether for what you call this Alpha card. Okay, and that's it guys. So these are some of things, and he also mentioned some of things. You can see the versions as well. So before buying, do check out these versions and also choose the chipset. Okay, so I hope it is clear guys, and in the next video I'll show you how you can do pen testing on a Wi-Fi. So make sure you have this Wi-Fi adapter so that you can follow along. And if you have any suggestions, do mention in the comment below. Do mention in the comment section below, or I'll provide you a Google form you can fill there so that I can improve some. And really thank you guys for watching this video. This is Satvik signing off, and I'll meet you in the next video. Bye.